So the first thing I will do is to check if the trades are profitable, and they are because of these golden things. This means that the group is profitable. This thing means there's no data for it. Of course, there's no trade. Yes. So last time I attempted to make it more greener about the city here, but building the canal didn't help. So this has no effect at all. At least it looks good. This was congested last time, but doing this definitely helped, and maybe there is always room for improvement. So let's see how the trains go around. Maybe it will be a good idea to fix it somehow. And I should slow down this. No limit is only when we need to check how fast the city grows and which direction, but for gameplay 2500 is fine. So the station is almost empty, has 2 available slots, but the trains here are waiting and it's congested. So we need to do something about it. So these will never go back to the track here. So I think that can go like this. Okay, wrong rail. Okay, you go back. And I should add these signals which can't be passed from the back. Prevent the train from going back all the time and the whole way back. I'm not sure if this will be ever used. If the trains, yes it will. I think these trains need to go there. Yes, this train took it. So we need to keep it there. And we should probably remove the traffic light here. And these signals as well. Coincidentally, if there is too many signals, it can cause problems and congestions. So the trains will wait further and not cause congestions. And this line doesn't need to go all the way around here. They can maybe join much quicker and sooner here. How about that? It's better need to go that way. Okay, so they get this and this here. Yes, he tried to go back, but this traffic light, this signal with this red thing prevented him from going back. Yes, so this works very well. But maybe this is too short, and a train stopping here will block this intersection. So maybe we should do this. I'm not sure if it would happen, because there is only 3 trains on this line. Yes, so at least it waited. But the station will never be probably as congested to block it, but anyway, this is fine. The trains probably shouldn't wait on this bottleneck. They could probably go like this and pick the fastest way. And this will be unnecessary in this case when we have this. Probably. Yeah, so I will remove it. And we need to make the curve a little bit less sharp, so the trains don't have to stop so much or slow down. So now we see this isn't congested anymore so far. It is also better and the full station is utilized. So looks like it helped. This station should probably be much wider to take at least another train. Yes, looks like this is enough for this small industry. If we sort the trains by profit last year, we check the least profitable ones, and then we can check if there are any bottlenecks. So it's a passenger train because it's going empty. Okay. So the station is full of mail, and the train has only two wagons, two cars for mail. So we can modify this specific train, only this one, not the other one in the group, with mail. So after this train has loaded so much mail, it should probably be more profitable now. So last year was 500,000, and at the end of this year we'll see that it's already exceeded the profits. So maybe more passenger trains should have more mail carriages from this group. So now we have upgraded these trains. We give them more mail cargo space, and they will now generate more profit. Maybe let's check for some congestions on these routes. Check if there are trains waiting for too long. Yeah, maybe this looks congested. So either more signals, or yes, more signals. And maybe we should allow the train to go this way and then go back. So we allow the trains from this direction to use these 4 platforms, and from this direction these 5. Because there's probably more trains coming from this way. So if this is unused, these trains will use it. Also, this city has been growing automatically because it's in the forest, so it doesn't need extra supplies like this one, which needs water and food. Because the city center, the middle tile, is on the desert, so this one doesn't need it. So maybe we can try to expand another city which is in the woods. This one is too small. Yeah, we could try to expand this one and use this fruit plantation on the same station. So okay, let's build a separate station for this city. And so they accept food, but they don't need it apparently, but accept it. But the fastest way to grow a city anyway is to create a public transport inside. It will just boost the city the most. So let's take this fruit plantation and let's transport it into this food processing plant. But since the game mechanics here are that the farther the cargo travels, the more profit there is, you should probably transport it here. I know it doesn't make sense, but this is how the game works. So the farther it's transported, the more profits there are. So let's transport it here. And there should be going passengers, so we can also enlarge the coverage for the city by adding these connected train stations which cover the whole city. And it also helps grow the city. And when the local authority doesn't allow that, we can either bribe them, but it can go wrong because the local investigator breaks it. So now our reputation is poor, so we probably won't be able to build a station anymore. Oh yes, we can. 4 isn't so bad, I guess. But if it were much worse, then we wouldn't be able to do that. Another trick to improve the city's rating is to build trees around it, or plant trees. So if there is a horrible So you see, I demolish some parts of the city and my reputation is poor. But when I take trees and I plant them, it should be better. So now it's good and it doesn't go more than good. So it doesn't probably raise more than one level. But it still helps if the local investigator blocks the bribing. Maybe we could route all the passengers of this train line through here. So if they divert here and then they go back here, it should work. After every station there should be at least one tile with signals. It helps the trains because if one is looking at that direction and there is no signal, then the trains will be confused and will not be able to enter this block because they will think that there is no signal here. So the trains would stop here. So if you make signals up to here and the trains will come from this way, they will always stop here and will continue further and will not go back. And I think this is the line. Okay, so let's remove this jump and let's stop at all stations. So they go to Ding Hall and then this Gunsboro. So when this is white selected, then a new order will be put to the top of it, above it. So now all the passenger trains in this group should be going right and here back. So we can wait. This is not the one. Yes. And this should be a signal as well. But there's no one waiting, so this train will just unload probably and just continue going. And this train will follow. And we can remove this part because they will never go through it. Although they might if they want to go to a depot faster, but they can go through this as well. And we wanted to transport this fruit to this processing plant. And we will want to transport food to some city. For example, this one, but it probably already gets food. So we should transport it elsewhere. Yes. It's getting food, so we should probably transport it to a different city. This one is small, so it has already water, so we can transport food and it may start growing. And we already have the infrastructure here, so we can just connect to this empty, so that's good. Building the depot here is probably not the best idea if there's a lot of traffic, but there will be like 3 trains only, so I guess it's fine. And let's first create a group so the trains don't get lost here. So this will be food. This will be food. What? Food 3. And go from here to here. And full load. And copy twice. And you can go now, I guess. Yes, they will be waiting here anyway, so it doesn't matter. And in the meantime, we can build these lines from here. And we shouldn't probably build a bridge here because we'll break the ecosystem here, so maybe here will be a better idea and a better place to build it. So one direction and the other direction should be here. And since this is a one way, it should be probably fine if it just crosses over a bridge. So with control pull, it builds these signals in these spacings. So when I press S, it opens the signal menu, select the last one, and control pull, and it builds the whole thing. And it stops at a crossing. So that's why I fixed this thing here. It would have stopped here. And we probably don't need to build another depot for this. We can just connect it like that. Or not. That was not the best idea, so you go back. Yes, I will build a separate depot for that. It would confuse the trains. And we will be transporting fruit, yes. Which can be put here and here, yes. And this train is 5 units long. And we'll go from here to here. We'll full load, and we need to refit them to fruit and add to another group. So food 3 is waiting, so food 3 is this one, so let's create food 4. And let's add with control move this, so the whole group of the trains go there. So we can copy it 3 times now, so we get 4 trains. So 4 here, 3 here, and they are all refitted. So now we can launch them, and they will slowly start to grab fruit from here. I have cheating enabled, so when I'm playing alone I can modify with Ctrl Alt C. I can open this cheats menu. So in the beginning I added myself money because it's more of a sandbox game, not a competition, and enable modifying production values to prevent the industry from closing. Because if I don't do that, these industries may just up and go and decide to be closed, and then I would have to rebuild it and move the trains and everything. So let's not do that. Let's just hope these industries stay there. So as soon as the first train unloads the fruit here, this processing plant starts generating food, and this train loads it on and brings it to the city. And it did not unload here for some reason. Okay, because it doesn't accept food, right? So you probably need to move the station here to enlarge it, because the city center accepts food and not this part. So now the train will go back there and will unload, which it did. Yes, now it's unloading. Yes, so be careful of that. If the city accepts something, it doesn't mean that the nearby station does it. And as I learned recently in the last stream, it was that the city needs water, and if it doesn't have this water tank, then it doesn't accept it. So it has to be built here by funding a water tower and putting it somewhere nearby the city center. And because this processing plant also accepts corn, we can take that from here. And we could also use all this infrastructure already, I think. Or at least part of it. So let's build a station here. And it can be a small one like this, but five tiles long. It can go through the station, but not a good idea. It would be blocked. So let's build it separately, and let it connect here. So it will go like this, and here it will turn around and connect from here, probably, as it should. Or maybe it could just go like this. And then on its way back, it should go somehow back like this, maybe. Okay, so if there will be two platforms, we should make them like this to make it more visually pleasing. So one loading platform, but two spaces for trains. So the train goes like this, and then it turns around and goes back this way. Yes, and it can use this depot. Why are you stopped? Go. So a new train carrying corn. Yes. Corn is probably this carriage. Yes. And 5 tiles long, and it should go from here to here. And always full load. And let's create a new category for that. Because if you don't group the trains, okay, so it will be corn 3. Because if you don't group them, we will lose them. Oh, 2 of them is enough, I guess. Or we can have 3 because we can modify the production value anyway, so it doesn't matter. So now we can launch these trains. And now, since the production of this processing plant is much higher, we can split this line of trains transporting food to a different city as well. So it could be this one. This one doesn't need it probably. Yes, because it's in the forest. Yes, so let's transport food here as well. And since we already have all this infrastructure. Oh, here you see, it was broken, so the signals were not built. But since we have this, we can go to this station and then it will turn around and go back here. So let's make this ugly thing, which doesn't look so good, but I think it works just as well as it should. Nope. And we don't need to build a new line for that, we can just add more orders for this food 3 thing. So it goes from this Duffing Bridge north to this thing. Yes. So to that we go back here and to this station and we full load. So now the whole group is sharing all these orders and all the trains will just go there. So we can check. This train should go there now. And since there is so much traffic now, we should probably enlarge the station. And we should also bring water. So let's enlarge the station first by adding 1 additional platform. So let's add 1 here. And to not make it too ugly, just like that. And we could actually separate it completely. So the train can go this way. But no, we can't do that because the passenger train would go here and would be confused. So let's do it that way. Yes, actually if I can leave this connection here, the passenger train will be able to go back. And if it's our fruits or food truck, it will be going this way. So that's fine, I guess. And now bring water. The closest water to this was somewhere here. I don't know which one is closer. Probably this one. Well, it's the same. So maybe we should find a different source of water, because here is one. Yes. So let's utilize this water. This water source should be enough. So length is 5 to fit all these trains, and 2 is just enough. And we want to bring water here. So we should probably connect to the rail here. And when we go back, we can use this line here. And as the trains are crossing here, they should probably go the other direction. So left will be that way. Yes, so they will be going on the left side. So one way this way, and the left side the other way here. Yes. So let's add another depot. Refit to water always, because by default it's oil, I guess. And group water 3. Always create your groups first, because if you don't do it first, then you will get lost and there will be so much mess in the trains, you will never be able to get it together again. So let's clone 3 times. 3 trains for water is enough, I guess. And let's make it an infinite source of water, and let's go. And it's not accepting water, just like I said before. It doesn't have a water tower. So if I put it here, after it's built, the station will accept water. It already accepted, even though it's not built yet. Yes, under construction, but it's just visual probably. And we should enlarge the station more, because now it's getting too congested again. So it's a very busy station, so let's do this here. So we should allow 3 trains in this direction and at least 2 in the other. So let's do this here. And let's allow 1 more tile for the traffic light. And the trains will now come in this direction. It chose that way because there was a signal. Train always chooses a signal path first because it's safer for it. So all the trains can go this way. Yes, yes. Here, correct. And all of them can go back here. So if this is going this way, this doesn't need to be here at all. Yes, if this is connected here, it's fine. And the traffic light doesn't need to be here because the train will always, after one has passed this, they will already know that they can go through it because they're not going to this tile. So the traffic light doesn't need to be here. And the station is not as busy as it was before. No trains are waiting, so I guess that's fine. Yes, and the city is growing. But every 100 days, so if you want to make it faster, we can just create public transport within the city. So if I do this here and build some stations like this, and I do not connect the stations to the train station, that would probably cost just one station to, or actually I could, but it doesn't matter, there is no one waiting anyway, because the city is small. But it will grow. And I think I don't need to group the... Maybe I should. Yes, I will group them anyway. Even though they're losing money, they are just growing the city, so it's an investment. And what is it called? Pin down. So let's get one vehicle, put it to the pin down group, and we can go this way here, like this, around here, then go back to this one. Yes, that's fine, I guess. We can clone the track, but hold control. If I don't hold control, it will create new windows for the buses, and I don't want that. And you can clean all windows by pressing delete if they are not pinned with this pin. So let's run these buses. And now the city grows every 25 days. So if I run all these buses, very quickly it will start growing faster. And it usually helps when I give the city some more space to expand by building roads. And I can help it by funding new buildings, so it will halve the number of days. But only temporarily for half a year, I guess. These buses will never be profitable, but at least it will help grow the city, which then brings more passengers to the train lines. And because the city center of this village is on a green tile, it also doesn't need water and food, so we can maybe make out of this another big city, which will be like the fourth city in this part, which would look nice. So they can, yes, and they're not all connected, I guess, so passengers go from here and then from here. So if we connect this passenger line to here, we could also make it go to this bigger city, so the passengers can go from each city wherever they want to, just on one train. Okay, so I expect the city to be quite large. Eventually it will maybe merge with this one, so the station can be here. It doesn't matter really, because I will expand it by doing this. To fake the expansion of the station, you need to enable station spread in settings. I have it set to 64 tiles now, which is enough. Otherwise it would just not be in this list. So with control click, I can select the station where it expands. So I'm thinking which part of this line would be the best to diverge from the path and go this way. It would be probably here. So maybe if I build a bridge here, then it will be enough for the trains to go here, and to return we could probably build another bridge here, or not. Or yes, let's do it. So one bridge here, and we'll go just like this. Yes. I could do this, but the trains would have to wait for one another, so let's just build a bridge. It's short, so it shouldn't stop the flow so much. And since it's a fairly large station, we could shift the station a little bit. So if we do this and shift it by one tile for every platform, the train then should have more time to get into the station without slowing down so much. So, because if the train is going into the station, it slows down and it will then block this part. So if I make it 3 blocks, the trains going into these stations will not block the other trains at all. So they will be able to go right into the station very quickly. And I forgot the last tile for it traffic signals, so let's do this, and I should move it by one. Oh, actually, no, I cannot. It's blocked by the signal, so like this. And maybe it shouldn't be so sharp. It should go a little bit more like this. So all I need to do now is catch one of these passenger trains. And the next station is what? Preburg. So before Preburg I add this. And now the next train, which is probably this one, will go to the newly built city. And let's check how quickly the trains can all go into the station. So let's stop this one and let's create a congestion here. Let's wait until they all stack up here, and I will just start the one, and then we can see how quickly they will all go into the station. Yes, probably not so visible because it takes them so much to accelerate. So, okay, attempt failed. Okay, so that didn't work out at all. Never mind. Maybe if we stop them earlier. Hopefully, I guess. Or maybe it's the spread of the traffic lights. They are too far apart. If there were two tiles, it would be probably better. So this is a nice design, but it doesn't help in this case anyway. So, doesn't matter. I've seen some trains doing U-turns here. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, which one was it? Why are they doing that? Why? Yes, stop. So he's going from Cuddingbury, was that? Okay, so to Preburg East. So he came from here. Okay. Okay, so instead of turning around, he made a U-turn. That should not be allowed at all. Okay, I can do it. I can disable it by forbid make 90-degree turns, but it doesn't solve the problem. It just solves this specific case. So let's let the train go. And let's watch it. What happens next time? Wait. So, okay, so he probably went from this way here, but he turned around here, I guess. I don't remember exactly where I saw him, so never mind. So let's just disable this. And now, problem solved. Yes, this is fine when the train just goes here and then goes back. Except when not. Cannot reach Gordon Bray, which is this one, right? So I cut him off. So he needs... Wait, but he can go this way. Okay, so it will try every possible combination, I guess. Why can't... Because of that, right? So now it will be able to go there. Yes. Yes, so all the trains coming from this way will be able to join back on the road, and we can remove this because the trains will not have to go from here anyway anymore. And maybe we should enable lost trains. So if a vehicle is lost, we can find it if we get a notification about it. Yeah, and I think four platforms isn't enough for so many trains. So let's just prevent them from using this one and just give it to these. They probably won't need it. And these trains which need to go through only, they should get a better way. Okay, so this one is lost. Why? So it gets fruit, but it's waiting here. Why? Oh, right. Of course, because I didn't refit them to carry fruit. Oh, no. I should have done it for corn and not for fruit, obviously. So maybe I should pay more attention to that. And I'm not sure if I can refit it for corn. Can I? Yes, I can. Good. Yes, now it makes more sense. Now it looks like a corn carriage. Yes, finally. So this is producing enough. And they are carrying corn where they should. Yes. Oh, and they will spam me with unprofitable bosses. And maybe to make it more elegant, we can probably put these two together. So I think it would look better if it went like this. Yes, looks much cleaner. So let's check for unprofitable trains again. If there isn't one, okay, this one is very profitable. This is the most profitable one. Yes, so next time we can maybe enlarge the station if it will be necessary. Otherwise, not really. But and all the red numbers mean that the trains are old, so we need to start replacing them as well. So it's 36 years instead of 20. It doesn't have any effect because breakdowns are disabled, so it just glows red here. We can keep it as it is, but it doesn't really matter. We have infinite money, so we can replace them if we want to. So all groups are profitable, there are no ungrouped trains. City looks like it grows. This city is not growing because there are no trains coming probably. So we should maybe if we added more trains, it would cause congestions here. So let's not do that. And let's build some infrastructure for this city. And here as well, a tunnel. And we should run a bus line, I guess. Even between these cities, hopefully. Not that it would help, but at least the bus will have some passengers. Okay, so I connected this bus station to the train station, which I shouldn't have, because it could confuse the buses. So let's build it here. And let's make them turn around, and another station should be here. And the depot could be probably near the city. Okay, wrong category, so a new group should be this. What is this called? Benville. So let's add an ungrouped thing to the Benville thing, and just add here, 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 here. And it can make a nice loop and then go back. Okay, I forgot about this station here. Right, it goes to head with this thing and then central, north. What? Why? It should go here, 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 back, like this. Yes. And back to this one, this, and the first station was this one, so we don't have to edit because it will jump to the beginning of the list again. So we can clone it a few times and just spread them out evenly. This spread out could be done by timetables here, but it's unnecessary for buses, which even are not profitable. They're just used to use them to expand the cities anyway. So let's not do that. And we wanted to. Why is this in the depot? We wanted to clone the train and add more of those, right? So let's clone it a few times and get one more. And it's the one without the mail carriage, with only 2 ones. Because we just don't want to carry so much mail because there isn't so much mail anyway, and we have 1,000 passengers here and nothing at all here. So yeah, so I guess we can start a train. Yeah, so now the trains are nicely spread out, so they don't all meet at the same time at the station. So I guess we improved it a bit. So that's it, I guess. So goodbye, see you next